An old and largely forgotten part of town is taking the first steps to being put back on the map.
Tucked between Westport and the Plaza, its past is being rekindled. Fox 4's Kevin Barry live in the Steptoe neighborhood tonight with how that early progress is already making a difference, Kevin.
Yeah, John and Lauren, this street used to be called West 43rd Terrace until a couple days ago, and it was renamed Steptoe Street. It's one of the only signs of the old neighborhood, along with this old stoop that's falling down, of the neighborhood that raised Kenneth Stone.
Right here on this corner is where I learned about life. Life happened here on the corner.
But all that's left of the village that raised children like Kenneth is the falling down stoop. What started as a place for freed slaves to live in the late 1800s grew into a vibrant, predominantly black community by the time Mark Turner was a kid.
It was kind of like a utopia.
While racial strife happened outside its boundaries, Steptoe, Mark says, was different.
It was a tight-knit neighborhood. Nobody went around here hungry.
St. Luke's Hospital bought up land over the years, helping expand their services, but also taking down some of the last memories of what was once here. That's when the group Steptoe Lives came together, pulling in local organizations and residents like Kenneth and Mark to help preserve Steptoe's history.
Sometimes I just want to stop someone and tell them, hey, do you realize where you're at? Do you realize what happened here?
Historic Kansas City board member Amelia McIntyre says Steptoe Lives is doing exactly that.
And these are small steps, but renaming the street back to what it was in 1857, that changed the street signs, and now we're working on the blue and white tile.
Later this summer, tile in the sidewalk will tell people who walk by where they are. Within a year, McIntyre hopes to have historic plaques installed, relaying some of the same history that Mark and Kenneth are happy to share.
Nobody knows that right here, Miss June's house, right next door was the Tallies, right next door was Miss Ross, right past there was Paul Williams. Nobody would have known all that, unless somebody tried to keep it alive.
So right here at Steptoe and Pennsylvania Avenue, we're only a few blocks away from where the KC streetcar extension is going to pass by on Main and 43rd. Amelia says the long-term process might bring some historical plaques trying to lead people up from that streetcar extension, but that's looking pretty far into the future, Lauren.